This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Thursday, the 14th of November. I'm James Spann. After a frigid morning, a warming trend begins today. We go in the low 70s by the weekend. The weekend wraps up with some stormy weather. Could there be severe storms around here? We'll take a look at that and much more as we go. So let's begin this morning with the big picture, water vapor satellite view across the nation. And you can see how the pattern is beginning to change. The upper trough over the east is gone, troughing beginning to form across the plain states, but it's still cold. We're starting off the day as low as 21 in Gadsden and Fort Payne. Our sky watcher at Black Creek near Gadsden has dropped to 17 at daybreak this morning. Vic Bell, and we'll put a full list of the lows on the blog. But we warm in the 50s later today. That's the good news. But pretty interesting. We are really the coldest place in the entire nation this morning. We're colder than places like Denver and Minneapolis, Minnesota. Pretty remarkable. But again, thankfully, these cold snaps early in the season don't last too long. And quite frankly, sometimes in midwinter, they don't last too long here because this is a very low-latitude place. Still freeze warnings in effect for the situation this morning. Other than that, things pretty quiet around the nation. But as we warm, we begin to think thunderstorms. This is the day 4 convective outlook. Day 4 is Sunday, and the SPC guys have a risk from Little Rock and Memphis up to Indianapolis, Louisville, Cincinnati, and Cleveland. And I still think the severe weather threat here is very marginal Sunday night. The storm should weaken as they move into Alabama, as you'll see. We'll take a look at the modeling here. And this is the rain valid through Tuesday morning of next week. And this is showing rain amounts of about 1 inch. All right, let's take a look. This is the GFS, the Global Forecast System, the 06Z run, valid at 12 noon today at 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet up. Troughing beginning to form off to the west, but the day here should be bright and sunny. After this very cold start, we'll wind up in the mid to upper 50s today. We'll feel a whole lot better this afternoon. Now, tomorrow, moisture comes back, and there's a little wave involved here. Now, the GFS not showing a lot, but look at the high-res NAM at noon tomorrow. It's been relatively aggressive with the shower return, and I think that's gone to the right idea. We'll be in a good warm air advection pattern, little shortwave energy coming in from the west. In fact, this is showing even some heavier amounts down to the south of here, down below US 80. So we're going to mention a mostly cloudy sky tomorrow with a chance of showers. So keep that in mind if you've got something planned outdoors. I think most of the showers will be over by the time the high school football playoff games begin tomorrow night. But we can't rule out the chance of a shower at a stadium somewhere. Now, Saturday, that initial wave is on by. The GFS depicts a dry day. And if this is right, Saturday would be partly sunny with a high around 70, with very little chance of rain. So we're going to roll with that in the forecast. This is the high-res NAM, valid at noon on Saturday, and it's got basically nothing there. So Saturday, very mild, a mix of sun and clouds with only a slight chance of a shower. That would include the Auburn-Georgia game. That's an afternoon game at Jordan-Hare Stadium. And the Alabama game's over in Starkville Saturday night at 6:45, and the chance of rain for that game looks relatively small. Chance of rain, not zero at either site, but a very small chance. I don't think rain will be a problem. Now, Sunday, got a pretty dynamic storm system to affect the state. This is noon Sunday. The surface low, the main dynamic forcing way north of here, but we'll probably begin to see showers forming during the day Sunday, maybe as early as Sunday morning, but the main organized round of showers and storms will come Sunday night. This is Sunday night at midnight. And again, we note the surface low is well up to the north up in Canada. And then Monday at midday, everything is gone. The GFS is suggesting the rain will be ending sometime between midnight and 6 o'clock Monday morning. And Monday would be a dry day and a somewhat cooler day, but not excessively cooler. Highs would just drop back in the low to mid-60s if this is right. Check some of the severe weather parameters. This is the surface-based CAPE, the instability, Sunday evening at 6 o'clock local time. And there's just not much there. there's a little bit, and no doubt there might be a strong storm, but you really want to see those, capes in excess of 1,000 joules, and the values are under 500 joules for the most part. Now, we'll watch, and if the sun breaks out and if it's warmer than expected, this could change, but and again, that's at 6 o'clock. The storms will come through here later Sunday night when the values should be even lower. This is the low-level jet. This is the winds at 850 millibars, about 5,000 feet off the ground. Clearly, the low-level jet is, pretty far north of here. And this is the bulk shear in the lower 5,000 feet of the atmosphere between the surface and 500 millibars. Same deal. Better shear values way north of here. So the good dynamics are to the north. The instability is barely showing. So I would say storms could be strong as they move into northwest Alabama Sunday evening, but they should weaken as they come on through. So I just don't think severe weather is going to be a big issue. But as always, what do you do when it comes to thunderstorms? Expect the unexpected. We'll keep watching. This is Tuesday. Now, this is interesting. The GFS has kind of lost this high amplitude look. Yesterday had a very deep trough over the east and a shot of very cold air coming down the pike. Well, that looks more zonal and not as cold. The high Tuesday would be, in the low 60s. That's about where we should be for, late November. This is Wednesday. We're cool and dry. But again, no freeze if this is right. But this is kind of a different look. We'll watch future runs. We're not going to change the forecast based on this one run. We'll keep the colder temperatures in there. But if these trends continue, we'll have to bump the numbers up. Still no rain, and this is Thursday, a week from today. Very nice, comfortable, no rain. Thanksgiving fans, let's take a look here. This is the day before Thanksgiving, what many say is the biggest travel day of the year. And, of course, this is in the land of voodoo. This is the 27th. This is 13 days away. There's no skill in the forecast out here. We're just looking for trends. And you can see a shortwave energy rotating through here, another shortwave up north. And if this happens to be correct, that day would be wet. But every run is looking different. There's no consistency out here. We just don't know yet. And then this is the 29th, Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, and colder air tries to move in here. And again, that's a big if this happens to be correct. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today. If you can, catch us on ABC 3340 News this evening on the live stream of the television side at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.